Nice to be with you all today in this etheric community, sending our luminosity out from Costa Rica to all of you. We're really like in Tara's Pure Land here, Blue Spirit. Tara's Pure Land is, they say, a jungle, and with lots of flowering trees and fruits. It's called Potala. That's the name of the Dalai Lama's palace in Tibet. It's Potala, but it's actually the name of Tara's Pure Land. And Blue Spirit looks a little bit like Potala. So, yeah, today I'm going to talk about the 20th Taras. As I said last week, there are 21. In Tare Mandala, we have life-size statues of the 21 Taras, and they're in a circle, and so you go all the way around the room, and then you're almost at the end, and you come to the 20th Tara. Her name is Drolma Ritu Loma Gyunma. Drolma is the Tibetan word for Tara. Drol means to liberate, and Ma is the feminine. And then Ritro means mountain retreat. And Loma is leaf, and Gyuma is ornament or clothed, and then the Ma is feminine again. So if you put that all together, she is the Tara of the mountain retreat, ornamented with leaves. And she's the only one of the Taras that is actually clothed in medicinal leaves. And so when we do this practice today, I'm going to invite you to become Tara. Rather than seeing her in the sky in front of you, that we would actually become her and then emanate out her healing energy. So as Deva said, she's specifically for stopping epidemics. And we have an epidemic going on, as everyone's aware, in this world. And so it's a very appropriate mantra to know and to learn and to do. And so I'm going to introduce it to you, but then you can take it and practice it yourselves. So I'll tell you the mantra slowly, and if you have a pen or want to, you can jot it down. Otherwise, you can just listen. So it begins with Om, like most mantras. Om is the sacred syllable for the body. And it often is the initiating syllable of any mantra. Not all mantras, but many. And then the second word in the mantra is Tare. And that means O Tara, Tare. So Om Tare, Tuttare, I pray to Tara. Ture, swift one. So one of the epithets of Tara is her swiftness, her speed. She's a rapid responder, and she's really known to be the one you call on when you need help immediately. So this is the Ture. And then Nama is named, and then Tare again, and that means named Tara. And then Manohara means great sacred feminine. Manohara, so that's spelled M-A-N-O, and then H-A-R-A, Hara. Hung is the seed syllable for the mind, the sacred mind. And then again, Hara, sacred feminine, Svaha, so be it. So I'll say it all now once. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hung Hara Svaha. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Namo Tara Manohara Hung Hara Svaha. Mantra is always in Sanskrit because Sanskrit is not a human language. It's a language that was actually transmitted from another dimension to humanity as a sacred language, and it's the only language like that in the world. And that's why even when Buddhism went to Tibet and everything else was translated into Tibetan, the mantras stayed in Sanskrit. So the sounds themselves have power, and often we don't translate mantras. Most Tibetans don't know the translation of the mantras they do because it's really the resonance of the sound itself that has the power. So the way she looks is that she has holding in her raised left hand, she's holding an utpala flower, which is a blue lotus, and it's a lotus that blooms only once every 1,000 years. And on her utpala flower is a container of sacred nectar, healing nectar, medicinal nectar. So each of the 21 has something different on her utpala flower, and this is a sacred container, it's round, of healing nectar. So as we do this, let's imagine that we're her and actually take the posture. So with your raised right hand and the ring finger touches the thumb, and imagine that you're holding the stem of the utpala flower, and then up by your ear is this container of healing nectar that heals all diseases, particularly epidemics. Then her other hand, I'm going to hold it up here because when I put it down, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but the hand is like this, and it's on her right knee. And then she has, I don't know if you can see my legs, but I've got my right leg tucked in and my left leg is extended. And this palm of the right hand is faced out. This is where the healing nectar comes out also. So all the Taras have that. And then they all hold the utpala flower. The right leg in is she's in meditation, and the left leg extended is she's stepping down into the world to help. And as a female practitioner and as a mother, I often felt like this, especially when my children were young, that I was trying to keep one leg in meditation and I needed to have that other leg in the world. And so a lot of us find ourselves in that situation where we're not monastics and we're in the world, and yet we want to be in the world with a meditative awareness. And so this is the posture of that. And so it's her compassion. With her compassion, she's stepping down. She's not staying in retreat or in meditation. She's coming to help. And so then the other interesting thing about a lotus gyum, and you can put your hands down for a while and we'll maybe put them up when we try the chanting of the mantra together, is that her eyes, one of her eyes is the moon, the full moon, and the other eye is the sun. And out of her left eye, which is the moon, comes a healing nectar. And out of her right eye comes a more wrathful energy that disperses and dispels and eliminates the epidemic. So simultaneously, there's a transmission from both of those eyes, the lunar eye and the solar eye. So the right side is the more wrathful, fierce energy, and then the left side, the lunar side, is the more peaceful, healing energy. And then you're covered with leaves, medicinal leaves. So she's a Tara of the forest, and her color is saffron. They say in Tibetan, yellow-red. And they don't have a word for orange. So she's yellow-red. But then she's wearing clothing of medicinal leaves. So that's what she looks like. And so now Deva is going to lead us in singing this mantra. I'll say it again in case you missed it the first time. Om Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha. Okay? So before we begin, we'll sound tam, her seed syllable. That's the seed syllable of all the taras. And as we sound that tam, imagine that you are no longer your body with your intestines and your heart and all the elements. You're actually a body of light, luminous body that is saffron colored and is adorned with medicinal leaves. And so as we do the mantra, send that light out. And if you know particular people who are ill with COVID, or you know areas where it's particularly bad, for example, right now in Brazil, it's very bad. So try to orient, and wait, where am I, which direction is south? That's south. And then kind of from here, it's just pretty much straight south. Or wherever you want to aim your meditation, you can send that light specifically there. We did this for Ebola, and it was mainly in Africa. And so we would orient toward Africa and then send the energy there. I really believe this is effective. I believe meditation is activism. And so this isn't just us doing this, it actually does have an impact. So I encourage you all to really trust that you are becoming Tara and that you're sending this healing energy from your eyes, from that medicinal container, and also from your right hand, all at once. So I'll go sit back where I was now. Shall I start the tam?
Did you say we were going to invoke tam?
Yeah. But we could do that with you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we start.
Yeah. So I'll move now back to where I was sitting, and Deva had a mantra melody come to her spontaneously that's very beautiful when we talked about this. So she'll lead us in becoming this 20th Tara. Her Sanskrit name, a little easier than her Tibetan name, is Sabari, Sabari. So you can remember her. Okay, thank you, everybody. So nice to be with you again and in this beautiful place. Sending you lots of love and healing for everyone. Because it's not only those who are sick with COVID who are affected, it's all of us in some way. We're being impacted with this, with our fear or with our financial situation or our separation from our families. There's so many ways that this is impacting us. So as we do this, you can send it to specific areas, but also just to all beings everywhere. And before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to generate what's called bodhicitta, which is the intention to do this practice for the benefit of all beings everywhere. So close your eyes and touch in your heart chakra, and generate the intention to do this practice for the benefit of all beings everywhere. Thank you. Thank you.
So as we settle down, you can just stay in that space. Don't have to even open your eyes. It's beautiful to just stay with that invocation and the space that Lama Tsultrim created for us, where we can really feel the Tara, Sabari. Just take a deep breath and breathe out. And a deep breath. Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Svaha Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Tuttare Ture Nama 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 Tare Manohara Hara Svaha Tare Ture Nama, Tare Manohara, Hara Svaha. Tare Tuttare 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 Ture Svaha, Tare Manohara, Hara Svaha. Tare Tuttare Ture Nama, 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 Tare Manohara, Svaha.